Slama, slama, slama. Slama, everyone. Come on in. Slama. Slama is just another word for hello or peace be unto you. Depends on what language you're looking at it in. I try not to use the word hello because words are spelling, a spell. Hello is another word with hell in it. And once I explain the metaphor for the words, it'll help you understand why I choose not to use certain words anymore. Still in practice of it. I want to come on here and just talk about the esoteric meaning of your name. The esoteric meaning of your name. Not your name, but my name. It'll help you get an understanding of your name as well once you learn how to break it down. So that's my purpose today, is to be the esoteric meaning of your name so you can find the esoteric meaning of Jesus' name as well as the name Christ. I won't be using Jesus' name because I don't want to break that down and offend anyone, which it shouldn't be offense because it's just your brother. But once you find out, once you understand, I guess you'll understand the meaning of it. It shouldn't take offense to it. So the first thing I want to do is help you understand why I am that I am. Again, I'm not saying that I am that I am, but I guess I can say that I am that I am when you break it down. So the first thing you need to know is, why did Jesus say that? And what was his teaching about it? The Bible will teach you about it, but your pastor's not going to teach you about it. So I just want to take a few minutes. It's not going to be long. Try to make it short and sweet. I did come up with some free scriptures. Hopefully it can tie into what I'm trying to say. So the first thing I want to show is the metaphor for the meaning of your name. The first word is going to be universe. I'm trying to print this so everyone can read it because my word can get mushy. First word is going to be universe. Okay? Universe. And what this means is you and I versus. Okay? You and I. Who is you and I? You and I is the universe, the cosmic, the divine God. The divine God, divine Most High. So that's who you and I, that's what universe pretty mean. The verse is basically your story. Your story is a story among many stories. Your story is among many stories. We all have a story. Everyone has a story. Even Jesus has a story. And what Jesus was doing in the Bible is basically he was telling his story. And he wanted to take us on a journey of his story. That's pretty much what he was doing in the Bible, but they took it and made something totally different out of it. So that's why he was able to say, I and the Father are one. Because that's what he said, you and I. He pretty much said, I and the Father are one. You and I are one. Part of the universe. Because that was his story. Okay? So we all have a story, but there's really only one story. All our stories tie into one story, just like the Bible had multiple books in there, multiple stories. But it was still one story. When you combine the whole book together, it was supposed to be one story about Jesus, about the Christ. And it is about the Christ, and Christ, the Christ conscious. So this is what this is all about. And I hope this helps you understand you and I, we're in a relationship with the universe. Okay? It's you and I. That's what the Most High is telling you and I. Okay, but it's you and I. Right here, that I am. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That verse, again, there's many stories. But this is about your story, okay? It's about your story. Again, there's many stories. And they all reflect off of one another. to create one story. Same way as the Bible. So the next thing we're going to talk about, UINVERSITY. And this is university. UNI has a university, okay? And what is the university? The university is pretty much what? Everybody know what that is. You're sending your kids there. Like, society said we need this. We need to go to a university. Go what? To school, okay? So you have a school, okay? You are a school. You are a university. You are a school. So if you don't like anything I share on here, remember this is my university, okay? You don't have to attend my university. This about me and I, me and the universe. You know, this is about our university. I'm just trying to help you understand your university, okay? We all have our own. We all are part of the universe, okay? So we all have our own story, okay? And we all have a university. We are all university. We are all schools. So anybody you in a relationship, you relate to, interact with, even your kids, your little kids. So that's why you should never disrespect kids, because kids are little university. It's some things you can learn from the kids because they still have that innocence and that purity. And I guess that's why a lot of people violated kids. I was violated as a kid. So I guess that's why a lot of people violated kids. And my thing is, you should never violate a kid because, you know what I mean, you take their innocence and you mess up their university. You mess up their schooling. You messed up their teaching, their learning. So anybody you have an interaction with, I don't care if it's a school relationship, whether it's sexual, platonic, or whatever, you guys are teaching one another something, okay? I'm trying to teach you something from my university. If you choose to communicate something that's going to teach me something. Don't come on here telling me what I'm saying is wrong, okay? This is my university. I went to school for this, okay? All right? This is my university, and I might not have went to the university to learn this, okay? I didn't go to the university to learn this, but I did apply for it, but the Most High didn't want me to study. He was going to teach me on his own. She was going to teach me on their own, and that's what they did. So I've been learning over time, even when I was following the Bible, okay, and which I'm going to at some point explain that about my university, school, and the religion in the church. That's another school. So all this stuff is a school to help you evolve to a different level. So I done went to the school throughout the church and stuff like that, so I evolved from that level. And I'm explain, probably not in this video, but I will explain about that university. But this is a school. You are a school, okay? You're supposed to be teaching one another, okay? The next one is, this is a Latin word. They get kind of hard to pronounce. So this is Universirita. It's Universirita. Okay, I put that wrong. Universirita, okay? It's a Latin word, okay? So universe, so me and the universe, we are business. We have the business together. That's why Jesus said, I must be about my Father's business. I know this kind of sloppy, but I'm trying to write this when I get the print, you really want to understand it. So you in the universe are in business. So you are business. You are a corporation, okay? You are a corporation. Corporation, LLC. That's why you should put your name in the LLC. Mine's been in the LLC for years. But the thing is, you also should put a lien on your name. So if anybody ever try to come and sue you or whatever, they won't be able to get any money off of you, okay? All right. So now, you would like to know your story. What is the title of your story? The title of your story, so the title of the story is your name. Your name. Your name is the title of your story, okay? Your name is the title of your school. Okay? Your name is the title of your business. Your name. Your name is the most valuable thing you could get. Okay? So even if you don't like your name and you decide to change your name is actually the path that you are on in this life. Okay? So even when you interact with people, whether you're sleeping with them, just communicate with them, working with them, whatever. All well, I can't say always ask people their name, but everybody has a role in your life, and it's a purpose for them being in your life. Okay, so you can change your name if you don't like it, but the thing is, your name gonna still take you down the path you're supposed to go. Even if you get married, your name changed, but your path for your name will stay the same. The only thing is, you will take on your partner's journey. Whether it's a male, female, whoever name being changed, you will take on their journey based off that name. So that's the most valuable thing is your name. And I'm going to show you how to break down your name and get your path out. Okay? Your name, the school you went to name, even the company you work at name. If you really want to know your purpose and what your plan is in life, you get it out of your name. Okay? You don't have to get it out of mud. Just get it out of the name. That's why you should be mindful of all these names you make up for your kids. Don't just give them no name, just making it up something, adding this name and that name together, and you just throw it together. That's how I come when I see people naming their baby. I like to take, especially in my family, I like to take their name and look it up, and I give you a glimpse of what their name means, and that's mean. And I know a lot of people y'all don't really take it serious why I was doing that, but I've been doing that for years, and that's because it gives me a glimpse of that child's path. You know, the inside and what path they might take in life. And just give me a glimpse. The rest of it, I will have to watch their life as they grow up. Same way when somebody in my family died. Normally at a funeral, I will always talk about what their name means. And I'm not doing that just to be throwing stuff out there. Because, now this is going to make me emotional. Because their name will let you know, did they live the life they supposed to have lived. Their name will let you know, did they have unfinished business, and their name will let you know will they be reincarnated, will they come back and have to repeat that lesson again. Because again, you can never escape. You can never escape your lesson. You can never escape your journey. And that's pretty much what Jesus was trying to teach us. Jesus, because that's all his name is. Christ is a higher conscious. And I'm going to try to get into that. But I just want to tell you the importance about your name. Naming a name. And remember, you are a universe. You are a universe. You and I. You and the universe are partnered up to create a story. And this is how you access the Akashic record that's within you. Okay? The records are already in you. The Akashic record of your past, present, and future. And even the lifetimes you done had multiple centuries and years ago. All that's located in your Akashic record. I remember when I was telling my family, actually my brother Vance, and I was telling him how I was reading scrolls and speaking in another language that I didn't understand, and when I was speaking in fluent but didn't know how, and I was in prison at the time, and he didn't believe me, and I didn't care if he didn't believe me, because I didn't believe it. I told a lot of other people stuff. There's a lot of stuff I didn't say about that people didn't believe, but it didn't matter. It wasn't about what you believe, it's about what I knew. So it's just not the believing stage. Even if it was, it wouldn't matter because, again, it's my story. Everybody has their own story. That's why it's not so good to force your kids into doing something they don't want to do. That's why it's always good to pay attention to what your kids gravitate to, especially when they're growing up. Especially when they're in school, when they're in their own universe. Even when you send your kids to school, you got to be mindful what these people teaching your kids because they got their own school. They got to, be able to teach. But if they being taught lessons they shouldn't be taught, like, they sex. Kids shouldn't have to learn that in school. They shouldn't have to choose their gender. They was a boy when they grew up. Born a boy, then he shouldn't be taught that in preschool or grade school. Kids shouldn't be taught that. So you got to be mindful. You got to pay attention to what these schools are teaching your kids. I don't care if it's in math or whatever, because we all should be learning metaphysics and quantum physics and all that kind of stuff. They don't teach this in schools. You have to learn this on your own. And if you don't learn it, your kids definitely not going to learn it, okay? But this is the kind of stuff they need to learn, because we should have been learning that, but we haven't been taught that. So now that we was able to be indoctrinated into any kind of teaching from church. So we was stuck in that doctrine, and you have to teach them the university. It's a hard language when you're speaking this in Latin, universita. And you got to speak to them about the business that's in there. So sometimes you don't need to go to the school that to college, to a university. Most kids can create their own business without going to a university, because again, they have their own university. They have their own story. So just be mindful of that. And again, you get your title or your story out of your name. You get your school title of your university out of your name, and you get the title of your business out of your name. I've been trying to do this video all day, but a lot of stuff came up, and then I couldn't even get this thing working. And it's just my laptop, okay? And then let me show you how to get every information that you need about your path out of your name. Metaphor. Again, it's a metaphor, okay? It's a metaphor. Your name is a metaphor. Everything is a metaphor, okay? So, A. What is a metaphor? Is A. Then you got the TAPH, and you get that, and you get PATH. It's a path. And then you got the FOR, and the PHOR, and the PH is F sound, so that's FOR. And what you got left is me. The metaphor of your name is a path for me, okay? So that's what the metaphor means. It's a path for me. The metaphoric story of your name is a mystery. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. So, mine's, I can understand mine's because mine's is simple. My name is Renee. My name is only R-E-N, so Renee. Renee basically means born.